What was the most fun period of playing in the National Hockey League? That area of time where it was easy and enjoyable and groovy.
There was a stretch in New Jersey. I think it was probably like my second, third, fourth, fifth year where we had really good teams. Marty was stellar, and you just felt like every year we had a chance to win. And again, just the way that organization was run was we had great people. We had great teammates. It was just an easy place to go play. And then same thing, I think it was my first few years here was very similar. We had good teams. It was fun hockey. It was just easy to go to the rink. The team was doing well, so there was a big buzz around the team in the area that it just made it a lot of fun. I mean, and I'm gonna keep saying, I mean, the Islanders was great. It was again just a fun group of people to be around. And then I know it was a cup of coffee, but man, going to Colorado and playing with those guys, wow, was that incredible. Being on the ice with those players. And that was eye-opening. You play against those guys and then you play with them. And it's just incredible, the level of talent, and not only the way they played, but the way like in practices and everything, the way they bring everybody up with them. I mean, I truly believe, like, I didn't think I could play at that level the way they could, but just practicing with them and skating with them, you're like, you push yourself to, wow, like I can still play a little bit. You know what I mean? Just from being around those guys, it was amazing.
Rantanen was there, McKinnon was there.
Mm-hmm. Cale, yeah. I mean,
Cale Makar was there. That was when you talked about earlier about size and speed. Is that what that means?
Yeah, it's the speed of those guys, the speed that they play the game at. I mean, and the size too, but the speed that they play the game at is amazing. And it's the whole team. It's the whole team. They bring everybody with them. You have to play that style. You have to play that pace. It's just contagious.
Did you keep anything? Did you collect anything over the years?
I went through a phase. I was collecting a lot of sticks from players. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that. And so I've got a decent, not great, but I got a decent collection in my basement of signed sticks. And for anyone that knows me, they know I'm a stick fanatic. So that was kind of my thing, is collecting them.
Did you change your stick over the years?
I probably have about, 35 patterns.
Really?
I was a nut job with sticks. Oh yeah. I mean, find someone I played with and ask them there. Yeah. He was a little crazy. Yeah.
You're in your collection, your favorite stick?
My favorite is probably a Sakic. I got a signed Sakic. Wow. And I loved I loved watching him. Fortunate to play against him. But I just loved his demeanor. I loved the way he played the game, and then getting to play for him at the end was pretty surreal. But he was always just the guy. He was awesome.
And now, your dad used a 2x4 when he played.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
You do? I was going to say.
Yep, I do. I mean, gosh, you can't bend those things at all. They're heavy. They're square. Wow. Yeah. They were really good if they were playing with those things. Wow, those are bad sticks.
So Lane Hudson's dad has come out in the last couple of weeks and said, you know what, if they're not going to get picked for America, my kids are Canadian too, and we can maybe play for Canada. Your dad was, as you alluded to earlier in the show, a member of, in my mind, the greatest team ever assembled at the most influential time in the history of the game for Canada.
Yeah.
But you never played an ounce for Canada. You played for the red, white, and blue, and was amazing for the American team. Was there ever a thought? Did your dad ever plead with you to play for Canada?
No, he never did. I think once he settled here, he got his citizenship. He was very proud when he became a citizen of the U.S. And so there was never, there was never a debate. I mean, I grew up here in Minnesota, and there was never a debate of who you're going to play for. I mean, I think you just follow the system of playing in the selects, and then you all of a sudden you make the under 17 team, and now you're part of it. So there was never any thought of playing for the Canadians. No.
The Olympics will be a big storyline this year, coming off the Four Nations face-off. Given your international experience, first talk about that side of it, and then we'll get into what's coming up in 26.
The Olympics was incredible. I think we got pretty spoiled having it be in Vancouver. I mean, what was great about that? I mean, yeah, we had the Olympic Village, but you could go out to eat. You could go. It was just like being in a NHL road trip. Where Sochi was different. I mean, I didn't, but most guys didn't even leave the Olympic Village. It was just a lot different. So we were pretty spoiled in Vancouver, and I mean, just one of the best, if not the best, hockey experiences playing in those games. Fortunate to get to the gold medal game, but I mean, it was crazy. It was what was cool, and from our standpoint, what was cool when we beat every night. I'm trying to blank on the name of the major street down there, Robson maybe or something.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah, so they'd shut down the street. I don't know if you guys were there, but I mean, they shut down the street, and it was just like big party for all the Canadian fans and everything every night. And the Canadians would win, big party. You could hear the horns blowing outside. The night we beat them in the round robin, it was silent. I mean, it was silent. It was like we shocked them. And I know we didn't win the gold medal game, but for that little split second, it was pretty awesome to have a little part in that.
Zach, Darren and I were both in the building for all of your games at that tournament. So it was an absolute, and had you guys scored in overtime rather than Sid scoring in overtime, nobody would have questioned the greatness of the game. It was every time you guys carried the puck over the blue line, you could hear the Canadian crowd hold their breath. It was crazy. It was amazing. It was, as players, you don't really get nervous during the game. I mean, yeah, you might be nervous before the game, but during, you're just playing. That was one game I can honestly say, like, you just had butterflies, nervous, could be just because you understood the importance of every single play. It was just the electricity in the building. And like you said, when getting into the ozone or when they get a scoring chance, I mean, it was nuts. And I was fortunate to play in that game and be a part of that, because I just think that was one of the coolest games, one of the best games to be played.
Was that the most nervous you were ever around that game?
By far. Yeah, by far. Most nervous.
More so than the Devils in the Stanley Cup final against LA?
Yeah. I think just because it's a one and done. It's just different. It's just a different animal. It's one game, and here it is. I mean, again, you could relate it to a Game 7. Here it is, gold medal or not, and I think that got me a little more nervous.
What was the intermission like before overtime?
It was kind of like, holy cow, like, we got a chance. Not that we never believed that we did, but you're sitting there thinking, like, we got a chance to win one goal to win a gold medal. Like, it was a little crazy, and we hadn't gone to any overtime games yet. So it was, you're trying to figure out, you don't really get a ton of time to practice together. No. So all of a sudden you're trying to figure out, a little system or a little schematics for 4-on-4. Obviously we had all played it with the NHL, but we hadn't really gone over it. We hadn't talked about it as much. So it was trying to figure those types of things out right away. But I think it was more so, we're here. We might as well win this thing. Like, we got a chance. And it was pretty awesome.
I want to talk about 26, but you talked about living in the village in both Vancouver and Sochi. Any famous athletes, non-hockey athletes that you went, wow, I'm in the same place as them?
I'm trying to think. I thought the American curling guys were awesome. They were good dudes. They were from Duluth up here. They might have won gold too.
I think they did in Sochi. I think they did in Sochi.
Okay, maybe it was Sochi then. Yeah, great guys. But I don't think there was that we had met anyone where it was, wow, I can't believe I met that guy. I saw, like, I mean, you're kind of just traveling around your own group the whole time and doing your own thing.